Our Jame, Mama Africa, your supermodel. Welcome to the third edition of Miss Smiling Coast International 2020. I'm so happy to be here.
With Diggy Amazing, like she said, she's a supermodel, and standing with a supermodel, I gotta be a model too.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know? And like I said, I am Mr. Beautiful. Y'all can see that from my face. So this is just amazing. We are the audition. So tell us a little about it. What the people are actually expecting, and how much is this? How big is it? How big is this? We want to know about it.
We say is international, and whatever is international is as big as you can imagine. So guys, you're expecting a bigger pageant, a better and much more glamorous one. And ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to miss this one, because it's going to be the best
of the best, and you have to come on and show support. It's your Gambian brothers, Gambian sisters.
So Gambia, we want to welcome you to our first interview. And
it will be,
we want to show you our queen 2019-2020.
The crown holder is right here with us.
That's Maron.
Yeah, guys, like we just said, we have the queen right here with us, and she's just sitting here with us, and we will try to engage her, on certain things and take us through her journey. How did she came about with? How do you even come to be the queen, and how long do you want to hold this crowd? Welcome.
Thank you. All right. Hello guys, how are you all doing? All right, you can have it. You can have it.
You're the queen. Since you're the queen, you want to show me that I am the queen. So okay, fine.
No problem. I'm on the mic, so let me do my stuff.
No problem.
Anyways, I'm Miss Aissatou Marang, Miss Jara Soma, 2019. I represented Soma in the Miss Smiling Coast 2019, and here I am today to have a short dialogue with my people. Because today is the audition and of the next Miss Smiling Coast, which is 2020. So I'm here with my people.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
She's
I
so
appreciate
beautiful.
it.
Yeah, she is.
Are you not looking? You're not seeing.
Mr. Beautiful.
Exactly. Come on. How can you just look at just because she's the queen? You want to just throw that on her? Yeah, it's so beautiful. So tell us, like, how does it feel like to be a queen? You holding this crown, Miss Smiling Coast. But why are you not smiling? This is,
All right.
you should be smiling. Look at me smiling.
I'm smiling.
So tell us, how does it feel to be a queen?
It feels great. It feels a whole lot of, how to call it?
It's too much.
So overwhelming to have that huge crown on your head. It's not easy though, but then it feels so good having it with that prestigiousness all over you. People will be like, okay, she is our queen, with that humbleness, with that politeness. People will be coming to you, and it feels just amazing to me.
It is amazing.
Yeah, it's
amazing. Sometimes I think they're just models. You are a model. You introduce yourself as a model, so you gotta take this fire, man.
I'm a model.
You gotta take. You said you were supermodel.
I'm a supermodel, a beautician, and a queen, a former queen.
Okay, let me introduce myself.
Yes.
I am a model, Mr. Nice Guy, twice a nice, mix with a little bit of spice and make it spicy nice. It cannot be cool like that. So if you are actually the queen, it's really beautiful. But some of the queens are just doing it sometimes for the cloud. You just want to be famous. Just want everybody talking about you. But at the end of the day, you will be the queen this year, next year, or next 2 years. We are not seeing you anymore. So how consistent will you be, and are you taking this as a career?
Sure, it's a very good one from you. Sure, it's not the last point of being a queen for me. I'm trying to push this further, like go international to represent my country, the Gambia. Being a beauty queen doesn't only have to do with beauty, fameness, showing off to the crowd or to the people that you have the crown on your head. You got to do something for the community, to give back to the people that made you who you are today. So I have a project that I'm supposed to work on. I was supposed to start doing that last year, but due to time and due to my studies, I'm unable to start my work. But promisingly and hopefully this year, I'm going to start everything, inshallah.
She's going to start everything. You have something to say about that? Because I have a lot.
Yes, because it shouldn't be just a program or a fun night or a crowning night.
Yeah.
It's more like queens with brains, but queens with projects. Because most of the time, what we tell them is you need to work on something vivid and something beneficial for the not just the community or the society you find yourself in, but the whole country at large.
Yeah.
Because in this way, you are motivating other youngsters to come forward and to do better. Yeah, so I think I'm really happy. Her project is not to be exposed yet, but guys, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna find out it's so beneficial, and everybody's gonna feel appreciative.
Okay, I think I have enough of the sweet talk, you know. All right, let's come back to that. You're talking about the project giving back to the community, and we know right now the mindset of the Gambian population, and concerning you doing what you are doing right now. So how do you cope with it? Do you have any backlash about what you're doing, or sometimes even get to a point that you want to stop because people are not appreciating what you are doing?
Well, things like that happen, most especially here in the Gambia. When you start doing things and you have people behind that will be like, okay, you can do this. You've never done this. You just have to stop because you cannot do it. But then if you have the trust in you and you have that faith that, yeah, this is what I am up to and this is my dream, I want to achieve it, then you have to push further. That is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to push and stay focused and ignore all the back talks and everything.
We're going to help you push.
I know Miss Marlene is here
and we're going to get there.
Sure.
Can you feel the eyes on your face? Because right now I'm seeing a lot of these people, well, it's beauty queens sitting behind, like they are actually looking at you like, what are you talking about?
They understand.
What are you talking about? You seeing it's a whole lot of challenging, you know.
Yeah.
Challenges coming out to you, and how prepared are you? Because I'm seeing a lot behind and the audition is just getting bigger. How prepared are you to keep this crown?
Actually, I'm so prepared, but
no, you're not.
I can keep it with me, you know. I have to give it out to someone who will be able to push it further to make the country a better place for us, you know, so that the person can have a project to work on, so that everyone can have a portion to do in the country, you know. We are girls and we're supposed to be had, you know.
Yes.
That is it. So
and the stone is just rolling. And it's never stopping,
that
right?
is
Never
it.
stopping.
You
It's
got
going
it.
faster.
Okay.
That is it.
That is actually beautiful. So you have something to add on that, because she seems to be, you know, really lenient, and she want to be the queen generous. I don't know. Who's she trying to impress anyway. But
I'm trying to impress. I'm gonna do what I'm saying. It's not like I'm out talk, you know. I'm going to put action into it.
Yeah. So aside the queen thing, aside the crowd, aside the whatever you have right now about the queen, the how do you even call it?
What do you want to say? Come again.
What do I even want to say?
Project?
No project, man. Don't project. You making it feel like okay. Let's not even talk about it. I want to know before aside this the whole crown. Do you have any other life? What is your life apart from this?
Well, I got a life.
Okay.
I got a life after pageantry because
that's the word I'm looking for. Pageantry. That's the exact word I'm looking for. How comes you don't see that?
Okay, we didn't see it coming, you know. I got a life out of pageantry because I'm a person who is so passionate about education, you know. I've been reading. I've been trying so hard to read further, to forge ahead with my education. So that is why when I heard of Miss Marlene Coast 2019, I was like, okay, I think I can do this. Let me just go and put something together so that I can be able to reach my dreamland. That is to achieve my educational career at a more higher level, you know, at the university level. So when I heard of it, I was like, okay, I need to go for it. I got this self-esteem, I got this what it takes to be a queen, so I have to put those qualities together to get to the dreamland. So that's what I did, and then that is it. Today I'm so proud of myself because I'm reading at the University of the Gambia through Miss Marlene Coast Gambia 29.
This time I got to be in the same lane with you. I am so proud of you as well. You taking the lead, and you put in so much work into this and having passion for it. That's why you keep going, and I think it's really paying off. So what advice would you have for the younger ones that are coming up? You know, sometimes, like I said earlier, some people will just be temporary. We are seeing them, see them start coming, you know, maybe because of the hype and the fame. When people start coming at them, so they feel themselves, and then they are no more. So what advice would you have for them?
Okay, pageantry is not all about the fame. It's not all about the beauty and everything. It entails a lot of things, you know. It has these qualities that you need to have, like being so much disciplined and hardworking and so humble, not being arrogant because you're up there, because people call you a beauty queen, or because you look so good. So
say it. No. This got to come out. No,
Alright.
this really got
like
to come out.
facial expression, because
Okay.
you have that makeup
Like,
done,
like,
and
give,
then,
give us a sample. If you say maybe I don't know which facial exactly,
like
whatever.
having the makeup done, and then when you just pass a guy and the guy is like, God, you're beautiful, and then you're like, okay, this is all it takes for me to be a beauty queen.
Exactly.
It entails a lot,
Okay.
a lot more than that, you know. Like I said earlier, it entails confidence, being so confident of yourself, coming out to say what you have in yourself to the public, giving out good vibes, you know, having that smartness. That is why we
Good vibe.
Good vibe. Like this vibe right here. This vibe is actually good, right?
seriously,
Yeah, I'm feeling,
like
I think it's
being
good.
able to express yourself in any platform you see yourself, you know, to be able to be creative, to give out things, new things that others can bring out, you know, it entails a lot. So my advice to the girls is that they have to work so hard, stay focused, and be so humble and disciplined, because being a beauty queen doesn't only have to do with beauty itself, facial beauty, I mean, you know.
Facial, keep repeating
So
that.
So these are the
repeating
things.
that.
These are the
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
That's a fact.
These are the things they're supposed to put into consideration when taking part in such events. You know, they really need to work hard. They really need to focus. They really need to do other things like being creative, bring out things that no one have ever brought.
Wow.
Unique in your own way. But do not be like, okay, someone did this last year, so I have to do the same thing, you know. You have to bring something new to the people. What people have been doing is just so much. Bring something to us so that we can see the creativeness in you, you know. That is all we have to do.
All right, beautiful.
Hello. Welcome back again.
Yeah, you here. Where you?
Yeah, I wasn't here.
All right, you was it. So we had about all that she's saying. She really sound like a role model. You know, when she talks, you'll be like, you'll want to listen. That's actually a quality I just seen in her, and it's really beautiful. You want to tell her anything more, because I can see you were trying to side with her, and I don't want you to go there.
No, all that I will want to say to her is she needs to push harder. In order for us to push, in order for us to help her get there, she has to put in some effort, some love, some passion, and some determination. So she's easy going. Throughout the year, we've been with her, and she's been so nice. She's so hardworking, and we believe she can do a lot more things. She can do better. She can do way bigger and way better. So we're hoping to do her project and finish, and then start with our new queen as well.
Start with your new queen.
Yeah, we can't wait for that. We can't wait for our new queen. We can't wait to crown. Yeah, but don't worry, you're still a queen. The crown doesn't matter. Some queens don't have crowns and they're still queens. What matters is how you poise yourself.
Whoa.
How you poise yourself is what matters, and not the crown itself. The crown is just there to show people, and people that can see through you that you are a queen.
Yeah.
So it matters how you carry yourself.
Yeah, I mean, having it, holding the craft for like a whole year, and having to be there, to have that opportunity to hand it to someone, that is actually a very huge privilege, and I think she should be proud of that. You know, handing over this. And what I would actually want to know is, from here you talk about your project. You also mentioned about how much you love education and how important it is to you. So will you mind to take us through like your educational background from where you start until now? Yeah.
I started my schooling in Kiang, Junior, LRR. From there, I forged ahead to Soma, Pakalinding. From Pakalinding to Tahir Ahmadiyya Muslim Senior Secondary School, where I did my high school. And then I even participated in some pageant when I was there. From there, I catapulted
You got catapulted.
Sure.
Okay.
I forged ahead to the Gambia College without wasting time, because I got passion for education. So there I spent 3 years, and I was like, okay, I don't need to stop here. This is not my final destination. I need to forge ahead. This is just the starting point of my educational career. So I was like, okay, but how am I going to get there? I was like, no, I can do it, because I have nobody to help me reach there. I have no sponsors. I have no other person to help me out. So when I heard of Miss Smiling course, I was like, okay, I have to go and try my best. Maybe I can get something that will help me out with my educational career. So when I was there, eventually I became the winner, and then I was supposed to be given a cash, but then I was like, no, that won't do something to me. It won't be beneficial to me. Maybe let me take that and put it into my educational career. Maybe it will give or yield something out that will be better for me, you know. So I asked for a scholarship, and I was given a 2-year scholarship to the University of the Gambia. So I applied and I got. Now I'm furthering my studies.
That's actually,
and I'm thankful.
Yeah, you are. That's really beautiful. And we are right here, and you know, I gotta take Yash, not the shush, but the Yash.
So
we gotta thank Yash.
Yeah.
It's really wow.
So
I need to take more, huh?
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really nice.
Wow,
Refreshing.
this baby is yummy.
Really?
Yeah, it's really yummy.
She is.
And you know, it's so beautiful. You, whatever you were saying, it's like you come a long way, and you saying that was just a starting point for you. It's like a person, you are like the type of person who have a tunnel vision that you can see very far.
A go-getter.
You were a go-getter. You're ready for more and more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what does Africanism means to you? Maybe she want to even ask you that question. Maybe I was just rushing because my tongue is itching, you know.
That's all right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. What does it mean?
Africanism means a whole lot of things to me, because it entails a lot. Like, it entails our culture, our traditions, our norms, our values, the diversity in everything we do. It entails the religion that we do to accept each other the way we are, accepting and harmonizing and socializing together to prove to the wider world that okay, we are Africans, but we can do it on our own. We can appreciate each other on our own. Doing things together, making us one is what I think, to me, Africanism is. Yeah.
Are you satisfied with that?
Yes, I am halfway.
Halfway.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you want her to add to make it full? You know, to reach that.
That is to say, if you ask me,
All right.
I'll say Africanism is about the African culture being evolved in a beautiful way, to the extent the world knows who we are, what we stand for, and accept us just the way we are.
That's beautiful.
So it's beautiful to be evolved, because when you're evolved, you're in the forefront. And when you're in the forefront, not just your country sees you, but the whole world sees you.
The whole world sees you.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. So the Africanism, I mean, is the name says it all. And right now, you know, this current generation, a lot are saying like the African culture is really fading away. I don't know, maybe I kind of see that happening, but I don't know. I am halfway.
Africa is the future.
But a lot are saying the culture is fading away because our people, or we are even trying to implement the Western life, and it is actually that the young ones coming are don't even know about our culture. Don't you think that's true?
I don't think so.
Maybe,
Today,
but
today in the world of fashion, Africanism is in the forefront, bro.
All right.
But then
Mr.
if
Beautiful
that
Man.
is
Mr.
happening,
Beautiful Man,
if that is
exactly.
happening, maybe we're not trying to accept what we got.
Yeah.
We're not trying to appreciate what we got as a whole. Trying to leave our culture behind. Trying to take the Western life.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, because
Appreciating ourselves is a very
Yes.
big thing, you know.
Yeah, I think maybe there is where it's lacking, where
Yeah.
everything is lacking, because maybe you can see someone who can, a young African is trying to do something that is pure African,
Yeah.
and to get support and to be empowered with that
It's
is a
a
problem.
problem, yeah.
So I think people are more into, you know, something flashy, something that is not actually home. This international
It has
mindset.
to
Yeah.
do with a lot of things.
Yes.
You realize lately, everybody has embraced who they are. Most of the time, you see people toning up their skin have realized embracing who you are is what lasts and what matters. So I realize there's a lot of changes. Even in events, fashion events, you see people are embracing more of what they have, who they are. So I think is not just backwardness, but it's forwardness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think this Africanism will also push a lot of people to actually unlock their potentials, because we know young people right now.
Yeah.
We have so many young people amongst us who have so many incredible potentials, and some don't even find it yet, you know.
Yeah.
But if you see somebody, you know, you gotta help them. And
So
then
let me help you.
Yes.
So Miss Smiling Coast International is here to make a difference.
Yes.
We are making sure everybody boost their talents and potentials per se. We are making sure everybody know who they are and help them find themselves.
Find themselves.
Sure.
We are supporting them through the way, all the way. We are doing great
They
things.
did that to me,
Yeah.
and that
Did
is
that
what
to
is
you?
helping me
Yeah.
out.
And it's really
sure,
working.
it's
It's
We're giving
really
them
working.
traveling
It's not magic.
opportunities.
Yeah.
We are giving them scholarship. We are giving them cash prizes. We are making them happy. We are making sure they meet different people from different ethnic groups and different norms and values and beliefs.
This is actually a game changer, because a
Yeah.
lot used to be believing like, okay, right now in the Gambia, you want to just to be doing, you want to be a model or whatever, you're not gonna get paid. Like that it's just the hype, it's just the name, and like you are trying to implement something which is actually beautiful, because if you help somebody in all of these ways that you just mentioned, it's like you're trying to help them find themselves.
And surprisingly, we are doing better. We are doing bigger. Like we are craving for more opportunities.
Yeah.
We are craving to do more for the girls, irrespective of who they are and where they're from.
Yeah.
So we are making sure we gather everybody and make sure they are better people.
And we all know it's not easy dealing with younger
Yeah,
people,
it's
especially girls. No offense though, but it's really true. Girls are really hard to deal with, because and you having this, and then there's a very, very big opportunity behind everything. And dealing with these people, like what are some of the challenges that you come to that comes the way, and how do you even deal with it?
So the challenges, I think challenges are all right. Challenges are good. Challenges make you better. Challenges is the reason we are where we are now.
I think you're hiding the queen.
So, am I hiding you, baby?
The queen is
Come here. So, challenges are normal. I think it's good that we are facing a lot of challenges. Many of the youngsters now will feel we are competing, but there is no competition here.
Seriously.
We're trying to make Gambia a better place and a better home, and a home of young and intelligent and brilliant women, empowered and ready to go get what they want to get. So I think challenges are good.
Challenges are really
I'm happy that we have been challenged, and I'm happy that we are where we are now and everybody can hear us. So I think I'm happy about that.
And I think I'm happy
Yeah.
too. You know why? I think I'm happy that you have a very tough, thick skin for this, because you are able to digest all the challenges that are coming to you. So before we need to wrap up right now. I think we are done with the queen. Do you have anything to say?
Anyways, I have one thing to tell the girls, which is they have to stay focused.
Why are you looking though? They are listening anyway.
Anyways, you have to look. Just be yourself. Don't try to be someone whom you're not. Be real, and try to work on yourself. Try to focus and do things the way you think. They will help you out. That is what I got to tell the girls. And good luck to everyone out there.
Good luck. You might not need luck if you're ready. I know. I don't think they need luck though. I think they need themselves to actually win this.
Yeah.
So we are done with the queen. So I guess we need to go down and then see what's actually going on right there. You know.
That's here. So I said, what does Africanism mean to you?
For me, personally, I think.
Can you come closer, please?
For me personally, I think Africanism means loving your Africanness, like accepting it, owning it, and like being proud of it, you know. But how do we own and love the African we are? Is by unlearning what we have been taught about Africa and Africans. We met it here. We have been taught about it, and we also had it from our parents that Africans are inferior, and then anything good is for the white, and then anything bad is for the black, they will say. And most people think our grandparents were basically stupid because they sold their children, and then everything about us Africans, like about our hair, about our features, like everything about us. Most of the things that we are taught about Africa and Africans were negative things. So I think, to me, Africanism means like loving yourself, like accepting who you are as a person, and also like if you at some point found out that you have been taught wrong, and you have to do a research for yourself. Most of the time there are things that they taught us, and then sometimes there are things when they teach us we're like, okay, that is the truth. But sometimes if you found out that most of the things that you were taught are not the right thing, you should like start thinking deeper and finding yourself better answers, like better solutions for yourself. And when you research for yourself, you will find out that like everybody beside you, it's related to you. Like you will also like start holding every single African as a sister or a brother to you, because you all share the same continent, the same history, and the same heritage. So most of it, like, to me, that is what I would say being Africanism is: loving your Africanness, accepting it, understanding it, and being proud of it. Most of the time, it's not about saying I'm an African, or wearing the African cultural outfit and saying, okay, I'm an African. That is not. It all has to be an issue that I am passionate about is girls' education. Looking at from the background that I came from, most of the kids in my community, I would say, didn't have the opportunity to go to school. Most of them would go to school and then they would drop out, maybe at the 9th grade or at the 8th grade, or even in grade 12. Like I have witnessed cases in my community where a girl went all the way to grade 12, and during her period of exam, her parents first had to go get married at that early age. Most of the time, sometimes when I see people doing this, I take it so personal, because I'm like, you have spent all your week, like, looking at us Gambian, most of us don't come from like very good backgrounds. Like, I'm not going to call us poor because we have a very rich culture, but most of us are struggling financially in our home. So having to educate your child all the way to grade 12, and then giving it to a man to get married, a man that you yourself don't know at a deeper level, it's something that I think.
So you are telling me that's something you're going to discuss?
Yes.
That's something you want to stand for?
Yes,
or stand
that is something
against?
that I've always been standing for. So I work at this organization called...
But how do you stand against this?
So how I do this, so I work at an organization called Starfish International.
Star?
So Starfish,
I'm going to find out about it.
Exactly.
I know about it.
But how know
Star?
about Starfish?
Star what?
Starfish International is located in Lamen. So it's an after-school program. It started as a girls organization, but we have boys in the program too. So the reason why the owner of the organization started it, because when she was going to school, most of her peers dropped out of school because of financial issues, and somewhere I had to go get married at an early age. So she started this organization to help girls not to be like her friends. So I got the opportunity, like I found myself in an extended family. I will say because of Starfish International, I am where I am today. Like Starfish have created that route for me, that part for me where I can say anything that I want, and right now I have the opportunity to go to school. They have paid for my school fee and all that. So right now how I am also contributing into a lot of girls' life is, so I come from a village called Jerusalem, and that is my mom's village, I would say. So we, all the mentors at Starfish, we are asked to go back into our different communities to start a program, like a mini Starfish sort of. So I went to my mom's village, Jerusalem, where I started a mini Starfish. So basically we teach them about everything that we do at Starfish, starting from small businesses, community outreaches, sensitization, and all that. So I've been there like four times, and then we did cleaning in the markets, we did sensitization, we went to their local community centers, and then I talked to people about how Starfish is helping girls. And most of the times I don't talk to the people, I let the girls speak for themselves. And then recently, the biggest achievement for me right now is, even though I'm not there physically right now, they are able to do things for themselves. Like they started a fundraiser for themselves. They don't have like all the resources, but they want, because the theme of our project is do what you can, where you are, with what you have. So even though I was not there physically, they were able to start do a fundraiser for themselves where they got some money, and right now they are doing a small business on their own. So that is something that I am very proud of, and I want to say thank you very much for staff and council.
Project your voice.
I'm Bella Jane.
Bella Jane.
How are you doing? You alright?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask you about this thing. Are you proud of being a Gambian woman, and why?
Okay, thank you for the question. I'm proud of being a Gambian because I was born and raised in the Gambia, and I know that I can do better in the Gambia. I don't need to go out to be successful. I could be successful in my own country because we are united.
Thanks so much. And then, what social issue are you passionate about that you want to address through the Miss Smiling course?
Well, I want to address the social issue I'm passionate about is harmonization, like coming together as one people.
Or how best can you stand against being apart?
Well, by showing us all that we're blacks, we don't need to fight each other.
Okay, that makes
Based on
sense.
tribes, religions, and I don't think.
But how do
that's-
you convince me that you can make that possible?
Well, that's hard to say. I have no idea.
I have no idea. But in your own way, in your own community, how do you convince your people how to be together?
Like, I'll try to bring them together.
Okay.
I'll try to bring them together. I'll try to show them that we're not better than one another. Like we're all the same, whether rich or poor.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
You are?
Anisine.
I'm a Sam. Sam.
So, Annie,
Hi,
you got a beautiful smile there.
thank you.
Okay. I want to ask you this question. What is the definition of a true African or a Gambian woman?
What is your
Definition of a true African woman or a Gambian woman?
of a true African woman
Yeah.
or a Gambian woman?
Yeah.
Okay. In my own concept, I would define a Gambian or African woman as a woman who is powerful, strong, brave, a leader, and someone who you know that she can be hot but she will still keep smiling, even if she feels.
All right. What social issue are you passionate about that you want to address through Miss Malinko's?
One social issue that I'm passionate about is child sexual abuse.
Okay. So, what are you going to do about that throughout this Miss Malinko's?
Because I will try to sensitize about it. Like for example, if I happen to be crowned as Miss Smiling Coast 2020, I will make sure that I have a team for it, whereby we will be having like interviews in the TVs, going around and then sensitize people about it, because it's something that is really hot in lots of girls around the country.
Lolly Bolly. Lolly, how you doing?
Fine.
Okay, I have this question for you. What does Africanism means to you?
Thank you for that question. Africanism means to me loving your nation, your country, your people in your country, and of course loving yourself as an African. Loving your black skin as well, because as an African, we are recognized by our black skin. So this is what Africanism means to me.
Thank you so much. That's something that you want to talk about in order to sensitize the people or address the people about the negativity attached to it.
Okay, educating the girl children, because nowadays parents are not ready to educate their children, because they are saying that all female children, the place for them is their matrimonial homes, getting married. So if I become the crown miss, I'll make sure I go around my society and beyond to make sure educating girl children is promoted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Loli, you also have a dimple like mine, right?
Yeah, Bahama. How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
Isa, baby.
Yeah.
That's good. Isa, I have this question for you. What is the definition of a true African or a Gambian woman to you?
A true African,
Or a Gambian woman?
a Gambian woman, to me. Well, African. Sorry.
Don't be nervous.
You're right, Isa.
That Africans, they should have a controlling power. They should have a controlling power to their culture. Sorry.
Isa, I ain't bad.
Bahama, I'm not too suffering.
True African or a Gambian woman. Let me African or Gambian woman. See, you say this
Well, a true African is a belief that we have in culture. It's a belief that we have in culture to be dominated in Africa, like the predominate, like to have controlling power of influence.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you.
Understand? No, let me go with this one.
Okay.
Yeah, could do one thing. The second one is like, what social issue are you passionate about, which you will wanna address during this smiling course?
Like, I love culture. I love culture very well. Yeah.
Can you please use the mic? What's your name?
My name is Fatima Keita.
Fatima.
Keita.
Fatima, how are you doing?
I'm good.
So, your question reads, what does Africanism mean to you?
Okay, thank you for the question. Africanism means to me, I'm representing loving the. Africanism means to be loving and representing Africa by promoting its culture norms, and its value, and also contributing to the development of Africa and its people wholeheartedly being patriotic African.
Hello. Come closer. I am Jamango. Jamango.
So, Jama, are you nervous?
No, I'm not.
You sure?
Yeah.
So, your question is, are you proud of being a Gambian woman?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Thank you for the question. I am proud to be a Gambian in general because to start with our national anthem, which says we strive and work and pray, that's all we live in unity. We have been living together as a united country since independence, and that unity encourages me to be proud of myself, and also I am proud of myself because to see this is a very sad story about my personal life. I was raped by my uncle during my primary school, and my dad took him to court and he was sentenced to jail. Since then, I have been proud of myself and I have been being out of college. It does not affect my life. Yeah, it does not affect my life. It gives me courage. I bring out my talent and show it outside. I started acting dramas when I was in primary school. In upper, when I went to senior school, I started these pageant competitions. I attended the NEC of 2017 competition for North Bank, but unfortunately I couldn't make it. But that doesn't stop me. It still gives me courage because we were encouraged, and as a Gambian woman, I do not discourage myself from anything else. I always.
You stand against something.
To make it short, I will try to organize a small organization where women or children will be take part of it, and we will be fighting against it. Anyone has a problem about it will come to us, and we will fight to make sure that person who abused that child will be punished for his or her crime.
You were on the Miss Tourism casting, right?
Yeah, I was there, but I have an issue with Emmett because I told him I will be going to school. I'm in the tourism school in the afternoon. He says, no, I will not be able to make it from Monday to Thursday for the training. But he said no, and I have to drop out.
Come closer. Are you scared of Barham?
No.
Come closer. Yeah.
Thank
How are you doing?
I'm okay, alhamdulillah. Yeah.
What's your name?
Aminata Sise.
You're smiling, right?
Yes. Thank you. Okay.
What is the definition of a true African woman or a true Gambian woman?
Thank you. The definition of a true African woman depends on the concept or the basis that you gave. On my own perspective, I will give the definition of an African woman, that a woman who is hardworking and dedicated, determined, and also a true fighter, and also symbolize Africa not only in community or society level, but also at outside African continent, and also hardworking and always be so strong to fight anything that will come on her way. Thank you. Because peace is something that is needed every day in our lives, and it is fundamental towards national development. When a nation is at risk, it causes so many problems and hindering our progress at all national and also regional levels. Thank you.
Should that be a project? It's going to be a very big one.
Yes, very good.
Currently affecting the whole country, the world at large. So, within your society, how are you going to go about it?
Actually, right now, I already have a network called UTG PEN, which means University of the Gambia Peace Education Network, whereas I am the president. And it doesn't only involve students at the University of the Gambia, but also our community people, the youth, also coming together as a group and also engaging and encouraging dialogue within ourselves to make sure that whenever there is a conflict or misunderstanding, to be an ambassador or a representative to make sure that these issues are addressed at a lower stage, even before going to the police station being reported. They're all causing these problems in our communities and society. So I'm going to use that network already to expand it, not only at the University of the Gambia students and also at the community level, but engaging my co-contestants also to work in hand in glove to make sure that this network expands and also reach to the places that it has never reached before or yet to reach.
I am Sainabu Chow. Chow. Yes. Chow, C-H-A-W, yes.
So, Chow, your question reads, are you proud being a Gambian woman?
Thank you. Obviously, the smile says it all. I'm really proud of being a Gambian woman, an African for that being the case. Yes, I am proud. Yes.
Convince me you are.
Well, okay. I'm a true representative of African, beautiful African lady. Sorry, just the week. I know things is not kind of the same way that you will say it, but being a representative of a real African lady, because of I could say being an entrepreneur for that matter, fighting for this African, the beautiful culture, into an international. Yeah, I'm proud of being an African and a Gambian woman because I elaborate into Africanism. I've talked to people in a big platform about being a real African, especially in my society, like the place that I live in Kololi. I took a part in several things regarding the culture, the beautiful culture of Africa, and also about to travel to an international platform to elaborate, to showcase the beautiful of African and especially the Gambia, at like the beautiful culture that we have in the Gambia, and also having a lodge in my house explaining with the nature of the African, the flowers and everything, so many things. The lodge is built in a real African form, not into a European side, calling people and also talking to people, having this kalama that it's rarely hard to see in the country, this big tree, this kalama, locally called kalama. Yeah, we have it in the place because of to preserve the nature in Africa. And also regarding to that question, we also working. I also in person working with SOS Tortoise the Gambia, because there's a guy that caught a tortoise, a big one, because they wanted to sell it or eat it, because most of the place we eat it. So I bought it from the person and called this SOS Tortoise the Gambia. It's even written on Facebook, and give it back to them for them to save the marine of the Gambia and return it back to the sea. So I said I'm a great example with reference to it still on Facebook. So I'm really proud of being a Gambian. National background, and I'm also Bob. I'm beautiful Bob and everything I could say. I got the test to be part of the Miss Smiling cause.
Should you work on a project concerning issues or an issue that is disturbing the whole nation or the youngsters, what should it be?
Well, for me being a victim of FGM, I think I will elaborate on that, because I'm a victim, female genital mutilation. People think we have already eradicated that, but it's still happening, especially in US. They have this group that is practicing FGM, female genital mutilation. It's a very harmful traditional practice that is done on girls. So if that will be the platform that I will really fight on, because I am a victim of FGM and I know how it feels. So that will be the topic there. Thank you.
I'm Adivata Chu. Yes. Africanism to me means my greatness and the greatness of every other African. Africanism means unity. Africanism to me means my greatness and the greatness of every other African. Africanism means unity and togetherness of all African nations to promote the common Really?
Now, how you doing? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. And you?
I'm good.
That's nice.
Okay, I want to ask you this question. What is the definition of a true African?
Of a true
Gambian
African.
woman too.
A Gambian woman. Okay, I would define a Gambian woman as a woman who's very brave, a woman who is very brave, a woman who is very intelligent, a woman who believes in herself. Yes, that's how I'll define a Gambian woman.
You want to address to this man?
Okay, the social issues I want to address is child abuse and domestic violence. Okay, domestic violence. I believe that a whole lot of women in the Gambia are suffering from domestic violence and they're silent about it. So I want to break that silence and, to raise awareness too. Yeah.
How do you break that silence? It's a loud silence.
Yeah, I know. Talk to them, sensitize them about the damage it will cause to them if they keep quiet and live with it for the rest of their lives. I'll encourage them to speak up.
Women empowerment. Yeah. You are welcome.
My name is Tabara Samba. Tabara Samba. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I am. Oh, Africanism. In my opinion, is that Black Africans and their culture should predominate
they have to believe in their culture. They should not let the Europeans come and dominate them. They have to value the African culture. Yeah, that's what I. Migration, the illegal migration. Yeah, I want youth to stay in the continent, especially in Gambia, to work here. They have to ask for their government to provide them needs so they can develop their. Yeah.
And what happens if government don't respond to what they want?
If government don't, they don't have to risk their lives taking boats to go to Europe.
What should they do?
They have to create their own business if they have small.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I wanted to hear. Thank you, madam.
Oui, je parle français.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, wait.
Name everything. No, the last question.
The last question, African.
Africanism.
Okay.
Let me.
Anyone that you feel comfortable of answering.
Anyone. Just say it.
Let me talk about the illegal migration. Les jeunes africains ne doivent pas prendre les bateaux pour aller en Europe. Ils doivent rester dans leur pays, travailler dur. Si le gouvernement ne veut pas les aider, ils doivent créer leur propre business. Comme ça, ils pourront aider pour le développement de leur pays.
Merci.
De rien.
Merci.
Zainabu. Jalo. Yes, please. I'm sleepy. I'm just from student week. I went for student week. Yeah. Yeah, I saw you. Okay. The definition of a true Gambian. Sorry, what's the question again?
The definition of a true African woman or a Gambian woman to you.
Okay. The definition of a true African or a Gambian woman is someone who has all the characteristics of good morality, quality, personality, and some qualities of culture in her. Sorry.
What is the qualities of good morality? What are the qualities of good morality?
Okay. Personality, good personality, comporting yourself, and being a good person.
And the second question goes, what social issue are you really passionate about that you would want to address through this manifest of your?
Okay. The social issue that I'm really bothered about is tribalism happening in the Gambia, corruption, and the way the Gambia is moving. Because the Gambia today is not the same as the Gambia I used to know. Like, with no sense of remorse, I would say that the beautiful smiles we are known with are fading away. Because exactly 1 year ago, I lost a very kind-hearted classmate, the late Mr. Buba Jame, as a result of the Gunjur and Barending incident through the barrel of the gun due to communal clash. And that was never in existence, or at least very rare. And I think as a young lady, I must put a stop to that now. So I will try to work on that. Tribalism.
But how will you do that?
Yeah, I will try to organize sensitization program as a young university student. I think I will have the opportunity. I will be granted the opportunity to organize sensitization program. Go around, talk to people, sensitize them, talk to them about their fundamental human rights, in order to ensure that there will be no violation of fundamental human rights, and talk to them about maybe perhaps the protest that people are doing right now, which is not good. Yeah, it is true that they have the right to protest by virtue of Section 25, subsection 5 of the Constitution, but that should be peacefully. But others are misusing that. So I believe I can put a stop to that.
Do huge topic because this is a clash of a government and its citizens.
Yes, please.
Are you sure you can handle that? So if we keep you in this competition,
I'll try what I can.
Convince me just a percent of how you are going to start. Just a start.
Yeah, as I said,
convince us just a start.
yeah, I will organize sensitization program.
Now talk to us in Mandinka or Wolof. Convince us. We are the local people now. Convince us. Just a start.
Okay. In local language, right? Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Wa mbolo mi man la maa ngi tudd Seynabou Jallow. I'm student from the University of the Gambia. Maa ngi jàng loi te dama gis ne comme right now sun Gambia bi nekku di dem bu correct te dama bëgga comme ma ñëw ma wax ak yéen to tell you guys comme Gambia bi num nekk di demee comme it's not going smoothly because nit yi ñu ngi jël the law into their own hands, violating fundamental human rights in the name of democracy, not knowing the actual meaning of democracy.
Stones at you. Anyways.
If they do that, I'll try to.
No one.
Maybe Bahama.
So, what does Africanism mean to you?
Africanism. I really like the norms and values of an African culture. Like, oh my God.
Alright. So, what social issue are you passionate about that you want to put a stop to?
Girls' education.
What do you want to do about it? How about it? What about it?
Girls' education. Like, I don't understand.
What do you want to do about girls' education?
Girls' education. Like, I'm gonna open a platform and like allow like sponsors and like encourage people. Like,
Thank you.
Hello. How are you? What's your name?
Miss Yamori Sise.
Miss?
Yamori Sise. I'm good. Thank you. Africanism can be described as a lifestyle characterized by Africans. Belief, costume, culture, and tradition.
What social issue do you want to talk about that you're passionate about?
Promoting Gambian culture.
How do you promote?
By sensitizing people on it, like organizing sensitization programs to sensitize them to, yeah.
Aisha,
No.
you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
So Aisha, what does Africanism mean to you?
Africanism.
The meaning of Africanism to me is like being an African in every way, showing it traditionally, showing it appear, even the way you appear should be like in an African form. So like your, let's not say outfit, but just.
So, what social issue are you passionate about?
Tribalism.
How are you going to stand against that?
To talk to the people, make them understand that tribalism bring more impact to the country than good. Because
More impact.
yeah, it brings more. It cannot isolate the country. It only can make us.
Thank you. You are here for thank you, madam.
Hello.
Hello.
Come closer.
How are you?
I'm good.
What's your name?
Hadija Silla.
Khadija?
Silla. Smaller.
Did you feel your phone?
Yeah, I feel it. Proud to be an African woman. Being able to love your husband and being able to take care of him in every difficulties, and also being able to be independent. Even if you are not educated, that doesn't mean that you should not help your husband. Like, you should try to do something that will help your husband in the household.
I'm not convinced.
You're not convinced. Okay, let's see. You say Africanism is being able to love your culture, being able to stand anywhere, being able to tie your hair, being able to love your skin. Let's say.
So, what social issue are you passionate?
Let's say gender empowerment, the equality of gender empowerment.
Tell me about it.
Gender empowerment is a very high issue here in the Gambia, especially in the village. Like, gender empowerment is not only talking about the job sector, but also in the household sector. Like, in the household sector, like in the villages, we have men that say they should be the one to rule. Like, they are saying it's fine, and it's not fair. Like, as a companion, both of you have to decide on what is going on in the household. And also in the job sector, let's say like in the Gambia here, in the president sector, like when a female stands for a presidential candidate, they will like underrate her because there will be a female cannot take care of our country, which like they underrate us. Like, being a female doesn't know that you can act as a leader. We all have our powers and we all have to work equally.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Closer. How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
Demanding Cisse.
Are you married?
No.
So, Manding, are you proud being a Gambian woman?
Yeah, I'm proud to be a Gambian woman.
How? Why?
Because we love our culture and traditions.
What makes you love your culture?
Child abuse. Yeah.
Tell me about child abuse.
Okay. If it comes to child abuse, nowadays, sorry, can I change that? Sorry. Yeah, tribalism. Yeah.
Can I talk about? I'm gonna do that by convincing people in the public. Yeah, in the public, by talking to them how to unite, be as one, so that we can kill the tribalism. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you too.
You wanna use this or?
I'm Miss Banaja. He goes, he also is ready to represent Africa and to be a real African.
What social issue do you want to eradicate?
The social issue I want to eradicate is this teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy.
So really?
Yes. I have to work on issue of sensitizing people about this teenage pregnancy because I have seen that it has a real impact on our society.
Which people is your target?
Like young teenagers.
Teenagers?
Yes.
The boys or the girls?
The girls most especially because they are the ones that fall into the higher risk.
So how are you going to convince them? What are you going to tell them? How are you going to start?
I would like to organize platforms where more issues about girls will be discussed, like working on like issues of drama, showing them the dangers that teenagers encounter. Yes, and some of the effects that it might cause them if one happens to be a victim.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Thank you.